Theresa May, the crow of profit, is at it again.
It's quite obvious to me who's to blame for the crisis in the NHS. The doctors!
Do you honestly think that people are that thick? If the crow says it, it must be true. I used to think the NHS was crumbling because there's so many people now that the funding hadn't been increased. Now I realise the real problem is that every GP is actually Harold Shipman. A lot of us will know people who work as doctors, nurses, the most selfless, helpful people that simply want to heal. They're there to fix us when our 60-hour week breaks us in half. I haven't met many doctors that are sat around. Do you know what I fancy this week, Dr. Smith? What, Dr. Adam? 4 rounds of golf at lunchtime, followed by sherry in the afternoon out of a decanter. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to come in at 10 a.m. tomorrow. Golf! Lunch breaks! No! How dare you, Theresa May? One of the institutions of this country, the friendly GP, waiting to hand out an ibuprofen no matter what's wrong with me. Excuse me, doctor, I just took off my arm. No problem, young man. Ibuprofen and back to work on Monday. Everything could be fixed with ibuprofen. Ibuprofen. No. What's really going on here is Theresa May is shitting herself over the crisis of A&E. So she thought she'd shove the blame onto the GPs. Hope that no one would notice that people are dying in fricking corridors.
People will believe what I tell them to believe, along with Philip Hammond, my Chancellor.
I am Philip Hammond. I only want to know what your organs taste like. What do your organs taste like? I wonder what poor people smell like, Theresa.
I imagine bin bag, Philip.
Newsflash, GPs already offer out-of-hours service. There's a bloody poster on the wall. If you need a doctor out of hours, you can freaking get one. It already happens. Jeremy Hunt. Hello, I'm Jeremy Hunt, and I've got a message for you. If you're sick, it's somehow your fault. Goodbye. It doesn't even make sense what the crow has said.
We can save money in A&E by making GPs work longer hours.
How does that work? Who's paying for the GPs? Have you even got a GCSE in maths? You silver-helmeted she-wizard of doom. It's absurd to blame GPs for the current crisis we have in the NHS. No right-thinking person does. So give up trying to scapegoat our doctors. Do you honestly believe that there is an old lady lying on a trolley somewhere in an underfunded hospital in the middle of England thinking, even though I'm about to die in a cold, drafty corridor, just because funding was cut so we could make more missiles to fire at Muslims, I'm not bitter, because I know the real reason I'm dying alone, without dignity, is because my local GP couldn't look at someone's genital wart on a Sunday. Now that's the real problem. Goodbye, world.